He's trying to keep you on his side.
Yeah,
But he also
okay.
wants your father out of the way, just like when he got your father banished.
Love the airbending.
We'll need the united forces in order to win this war.
Oh, okay. Alright, The Legend of Korra Season 2, Episode 5. Team Avatar is together looking to get the United Forces on the Southern Water Tribe side against the now very obviously bad Unalaq and the Northern Water Tribe. I'm really curious to see what the outcome of all of this is and where this all goes. Obviously, it's going to have a lot to do with Korra's character, Tenzin as well, what's going on with him. And I know there's probably still a lot more to do with Unalaq that we don't know just yet, to do with the spirit stuff potentially, but I don't have too much else to go on, which I'm pretty excited about. We've got 10 episodes left in the season. I'm really keen to see what happens, so I'm going to go straight into the episode now. Like and subscribe, check out the Patreon for early access and uncut watch-along versions of all of these Korra reactions if you're interested. And with all that being said, enjoy the video. Chapter 5, Peacekeepers. Alright, talk to me. Well, it's Lin. That's your boss,
Welcome
Mako.
home, Avatar. Thanks for starting a war.
I didn't start a war. I did, but it's more complicated than you're making it seem.
No, it is, it is.
There's going to be a Southern Water Tribe peace march tonight. I need you there to make sure things don't get out of hand.
People of the South need to see that the Avatar is on their side in the fight against the Northern invaders.
Maybe you should sit this out.
What?
Just think having you there, you could at least try to seem neutral.
I'm not neutral. The North invaded my home.
So interesting. They're really emphasizing this point of the Avatar being neutral.
I better go check on my factory.
I'm going to find out about this peace march.
And I am dying for a pedicure.
What should I be doing? I don't know, Bolin. Figure something out.
Take him in, Varric.
Have you ever seen Republic City at night?
Sure, I live here.
Have you really seen it?
No?
Come on!
I like this. I like this duo.
Increase security around the spirit portal. Keeping it safe is our #1 priority.
I wonder if they can already use it. Unalaq did say he didn't need Korra anymore. Let's go.
I need you two to go after the Avatar. She's the only one who can open the northern spirit portal.
Okay, it's not open yet.
Told Korra.
I told Korra what I thought she needed to hear.
Yeah, you
I'll
did.
find her. She stole my husband.
I need her alive.
Fine.
Like he assumed she would just kill Korra?
Watch me, Pokey. You lay down and roll over. Roll over.
No, you can't just demonstrate it. That never works.
Speaking from experience, Tenzin?
Having some trouble, son?
Pokey isn't very good at learning.
Believe me, I know the feeling.
Oh,
How would you like your old dad to teach you how to be a master trainer?
Yeah!
good. Is this like building on Tenzin's character from last episode?
The Avatar is leading a group of Southerners in a peaceful protest
So Korra's
against
still
Chief
there,
Unalaq.
which I feel like is right.
Republic City Police.
What that? Okay. Yo, are there people in there or what? That was sick. Oh, it's Sokka. I see the boomerang. Oh, okay. Hold on now. This is not gonna be good, right?
The Northern Water Tribe is out of control.
I saw a firebender running away from the blast. The North might not be responsible for this.
Of course they're responsible. Who else would it be?
Maybe some tunnel vision.
How have you been spending your time lately?
Well, I took a trip south for the Glacier Spirits Festival, was briefly engaged to a princess, was accidentally involved in a civil war. But there's nowhere I'd rather be than pro-bending night in Republic City! Am I right, people? Republic City!
Okay, good save. This guy, he knows how to work the crowd.
Look how these people love you, kid. They're eating that cornball spiel right out of your hand. I think I just figured out your true calling.
Now this could be interesting. I think I like it. I like it.
President Raiko listens to us.
Don't worry, I was a big contributor to his election campaign. Him and the other guy gotta hedge your bets.
Okay. And the other guy just got that.
The Southern Water Tribe?
Just a second. Keep smiling. Now, how can I help the Avatar and my most generous supporter?
Unalaq's troops have invaded the South. We need you to send the United Forces to help.
But I don't think it's the Republic's place to interfere with internal Water Tribe matters.
Unalaq isn't even the rightful ruler of the Water Tribe. He lied his way onto the Northern Throne.
The Republic is already involved in this conflict. The North attacked our cultural center last night.
We are doing everything we can. Now, I know that when you're young, it's hard to keep perspective.
You're the one who's lost perspective. I'm trying to save my tribe, and you're taking pictures.
But I promise I will work with Unalaq and the South for a diplomatic solution. Now, I'm sorry, but my mind is made up.
My family is going to be wiped out, and it'll be on your head for doing nothing about it.
Oh, okay. I think I'm understanding the situation. So Korra doesn't see the big picture, I think, maybe. But I think they're pushing that this might have to be something that the Water Tribes need to resolve within the Water Tribes, maybe.
I'm trying to get troops to the south. What are you doing?
I'm doing my job.
Well, excuse me,
Oh,
officer.
no.
I'm just trying to save the world.
Well, you wouldn't have to if you didn't keep messing it up.
Ooh, no. I think Marco might have crossed the line there. But this situation is very messy. Uh-oh.
Hey, in a hurry?
I'm glad it seems like there's no bad blood between these two as well.
We need those troops now.
And my company is about to go under. I have to find a way to make some sales.
Idea storm! Get the supplies!
Julie, do the thing.
Brain work requires increased circulation. Let's do this!
This guy is a demon and I love it.
Pink, mint, lemon, tea. Hand shoes.
Gloves.
Hold on a tick. We don't need the president to go to the south. We just need the troops.
Oh,
I know
no.
General Iroh. He might be willing to help us.
A
Okay.
man on the inside. Perfect. If you can't make money during a war, you just flat out cannot make money. As soon as people see this, they'll be lining up to fight Unalaq. Julie, do the thing.
Yeah.
Don't freak out. It's not real.
I had a film crew documenting the entire northern invasion.
Oh, yo! That's clutch.
Sorry. Keep doing that.
We're gonna cut this footage together with scenes we shoot of our superstar Bolin here playing a Southern Water Tribe hero.
This is classic propaganda, man. Classic war propaganda. Yeah, I keep forgetting how little Korra probably knows about how the world works. To her, it's as simple as, please, the North are invading the South, please help. But there are
And he came
so
up with
many
this
other
great
things
idea
going
for
on.
Korra to get General Iroh to fight Unalaq without President Raiko ever even knowing.
That's a terrible idea. Look, I'm trying to do something that's actually important here.
Oh, sorry. What is it?
Something doesn't make sense about this bombing. I just don't buy that the Northern Water Tribe was behind it.
I agree.
Wait a second. That's him. That's the guy that attacked the center.
Glad I could help. Nuktuk saves the day again.
Hey, good for you, Bolin.
The first thing you need to do as a trainer is establish dominance. You are in charge. Never forget that.
Pokey, come here.
Maybe Tenzin needs to learn that there are different teaching types for different people.
You're rewarding him for bad behavior.
But he's tickling me.
He's very, what is this, authoritarian? He needs a different approach, I think. So help him with Korra.
You are the alpha lemur. He has to sleep on the floor.
Oh, come on, man. Like I said last episode, Tenzin gotta lighten up just a little bit. But Momo was always in the bed with Sokka, man.
I know.
It don't have to be that way, though, Tenzin.
And why haven't you arrested the Northerners responsible?
We're working on it, sir.
Well, work harder. If you don't get me results soon, I'm going to find someone who can.
And here comes Marco.
I ID'd the guy I saw at the scene.
That's great, Mako.
Yeah, you better run that into Beifong right now.
You're gonna be a hero.
Yeah, this is gonna be poorly timed for Lin.
What makes a rookie
Oh.
beat cop think he can interrupt my meeting with the president?
Okay, I see what these guys are doing.
This is the guy I saw sneaking out of the building right before the explosions. He's a member of the Agni Kais.
Uh-huh.
Someone must have hired him to make it look like Northerners attacked the cultural center.
Aha, okay, I believe that. Sorry, who else was that? I need to go back and look at that.
I've heard good things about you. You've made some big triad busts for a rookie.
Thank you, sir.
And you're dating the Avatar, right? I'm concerned that she might be getting some bad advice from Varric. You wouldn't happen to know if they're plotting anything that might compromise the security of Republic City?
This is such a hard spot for Marco to be in,
Let me
man.
remind you that you've sworn an oath. You're a man of the law before anything else.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
It's a very tough spot to be in. Selling out Korra
Wait.
and all that, or...
There's something you should know.
But he's doing the right thing, you know? In the grand scheme of things, he's doing the right thing.
What can I do?
The South needs military support before Unalaq wipes them out completely.
Suppose I were to take the fleet south on some routine training maneuvers. And let's say we were to accidentally run into a hostile northern blockade. We'd have no choice but to defend ourselves, wouldn't we?
I guess you wouldn't.
I do love that he's just
Swapping
about it.
old war stories.
Oh no. Oh god.
Because if a single vessel leaves this harbor without my say-so, you'll be court-martialed.
Oh no.
Your activities here are bordering on insurrection. The Avatar does not command the military of the Republic. Don't go behind my back again.
I'm sorry. My hands are officially tied.
I understand.
But you should talk to the Fire Lord. My mother and grandfather have always been good friends to the Avatar and the Southern Water Tribe.
Uh-huh.
Thank you, General.
Uh-huh. Hey, yo. Oh
Wouldn't
my
I
god.
be cold wearing this outfit in the snow?
Ah, Nuktuk is never cold.
Bolin, I need you to watch Naga while I'm gone.
Where are you going?
The Fire Nation. I'm going to try to get them to help the South.
What happened with General Iroh?
He was going to help, but then President Raiko showed up. Someone must have tipped him off, but I can't figure it out. No one knew about it except for us and Asami.
And Mako.
Mako?
What?
No, I don't want to do this. I'm not feeling great about Korra and Mako's relationship.
Well done, Milo. I knew you could learn to train Pokey.
Not just Pokey. I train all the lemurs. Watch.
Oh no. Tenzin, look what you did! That's incredible though.
I've created a monster. Why don't you and Pokey just have fun and play?
Thanks, Dad. Training makes me tired.
Aw.
Come on, Pokey.
Oh, good transition.
You ratted me out to the president?
Korra, let me explain.
Explain why my boyfriend stabbed me in the back?
Look, the President of the Republic asked me a direct question. What was I supposed to do?
You betrayed me and my family!
Oh, Jesus, mate.
Look, I have a job to do. I can't constantly be worrying about keeping you from making another huge mistake.
Well, I have a job to do too, only it seems like you're always standing in the way of me getting it done.
Well, I guess if we're both putting our jobs first, maybe there's no room for our relationship.
I'm uncomfortable.
So, what? Are you breaking up with me?
Yeah, I guess I am.
I don't want to be here. Dude. I mean, I'll talk about it after the episode.
What the flameo happened here?
I broke up with the Avatar.
Ooh.
You got off easy.
Yeah, that's a heavy
you should have
statement.
seen Air Temple Island after Tenzin broke up with me.
Damn it, Lin. Who? What? Oh no. Already?
You ruined my wedding!
She is on her villain arc.
No one steals my bullet!
Korra, fight back! There we go. What a crazy scene this is. Oh yeah, let him know. Spirit? Is this the thing we saw at the start of the season, maybe? They took the ship? That thing is crazy, man. Look at this. Oh, she's doing the thing. I like where her head's at with this. Maybe this wasn't the thing we saw at the start. Oh, maybe it was. She almost had it. She might have got eaten, man. Now, I wonder if that takes her to the spirit world. Oh, what? That's the episode? Okay, good thing I'm watching a second one. Okay, there's actually a fair bit to talk about from this, and it's not necessarily super complicated, I think. It's just stuff I think that's important to understand why characters are acting the way that they are. Alright, so the big thing really is Korra and Mako. So, for the time being at least, they have broken up, and they have just not been able to see eye to eye on this situation, and it's really stemming from Korra. Granted, Mako's not really handling it very well either, but Korra is is failing to see the global picture of this. I think she's looking at it in the vacuum of the Water Tribe, which to her, that's been her whole life. The Southern Water Tribe, up until the start of the show, that's just where she's lived, that's where she's trained, that's where she's been confined to. So it makes perfect sense. Even if she's the Avatar, and there has been emphasis on the Avatar remaining neutral. I feel like I heard that phrase in The Last Airbender as well. But even if that's the case, Korra's doing the right thing, because Unalaq is in the wrong. He's trying to invade, like take over, something going on with connecting the portals and all that. And of course, the world is a lot different than it was in The Last Airbender. There are so many more moving pieces. There's like politics and governments and all of that other stuff that's making these things complicated. But I feel like what the show was doing was kind of pushing this issue to be resolved within the Water Tribe, or maybe Korra has to figure out a way to resolve it herself with everyone's best interests in mind. Maybe not just the Water Tribe, maybe the world as well, because the Avatar's duty is to the world, right? So like I said during the episode, to Korra, it's as simple as like, please, Unalaq is the bad guy. We need help. The North are going to win if the South don't get help. And she can't comprehend why other people aren't seeing it like that. Like, they don't know the Water Tribe the way that Korra does. They don't know the situation the way that Korra does. And whilst I feel like Korra's done the right thing by being with the Southern Water Tribe during the peace rally, because that just feels like the right thing to do, you know? What then happens is that those people who may or may not have anything to do with the Northern Water Tribe, there is obviously some implication that maybe Unalaq or someone has hired people to attack during the Southern Water Tribe peace rally to make it look like it was the Northern Water Tribe, to make it look like, okay, the Avatar's bringing the civil war to Republic City. Now, that was the first thing that Lin said, you know, thanks for starting a war. But like Korra said, it is more complicated than that. But Mako is able to see things with a little bit of a broader perspective, saying there's something not quite right. He doesn't think it's specifically the Northern Water Tribe attacking here. And he was right. He was able to figure something out. Oh, and I wanted to go back and look into that drawer that the other policeman put the photo in. Right, there's a photo of a girl. It looks very old though, so I don't know. And then there's a book. I don't know, but this definitely caught my eye, so I wanted to make sure I went back and looked at that. But Korra and Mako are obviously having trouble balancing their relationship and their duties. Now, it's very complicated because Korra, of course, is the Avatar, and she's still got a lot of figuring out to do about how the world works. So it's hard to really fault Korra because she doesn't know. And until you know, you don't know, you know? But perhaps the issue is she's not willing to listen to other people's perspectives, to maybe kind of try and see things with that broader perspective. Like, it's not just about the Water Tribes, it's about the world. So I think that's where she needs to grow, and I hope that's where we're heading with all of this. But she and Mako arguing like that, look, it's obviously not a good look, first of all. It's also not the right way to handle those situations, but once again, you gotta remember, they're still teenagers, and they'll be better from these experiences, I'm sure. It is a little bit hard to watch and witness when it does happen. But for Mako to rat Korra out like that, now look, here's the thing. Korra, Asami, Varrick, you know, are they all doing the right thing? I mean, yes and no. The intentions are good. We need to help the South. But they're going against pretty much everything they've been told since they got to Republic City. But going behind the president's back and all that, like, I think I understand what the president was saying to Korra about why he can't do it right now. There are just other things going on. Maybe the Water Tribe has to figure itself out. Or maybe the war will get crazy like Unalaq said, and the spirits will get involved, and that will spur the world on into helping, we'll see. But Korra's gone to General Iroh, and General Iroh was about it, which I like. I respect that. And it was a very The Last Airbender kind of plan, but those kind of plans don't work in this world now. It's such a different world. But it's interesting because Korra's doing what she feels is right, and Mako did what he felt was right, but they didn't do what they felt was right towards each other. Korra did what she felt was right towards her people, the Southern Water Tribe, and Mako has potentially done what he's felt right towards Republic City, his home. So is anyone really in the wrong here? Like, again, I must say yes and no. But am I mad at Mako for ratting out Korra? No, I'm not. Am I mad at Korra for going behind the president's back and trying to do this thing by herself? No, I'm not, because this is all just a massive growing experience for all of them. And I said earlier on in the season that a lot of this is Korra making her own choices. Like, she doesn't want to train with Tenzin anymore. She wants to train with Unalaq. Now look what's happened. There's a war going on. And now she really wants to help the South, and she's trying to make all these decisions by herself, and she's eventually gone off to the Fire Nation by herself, and now we've been left on a cliffhanger, like what's happened with her and the spirit. And she lost Mako because of all of this as well. So all of these consequences that Korra is being met with are based on decisions that she's making, and this is the first time she's really had all the freedom to make these choices. So I think I'm where I need to be with all of that. I feel like I'm understanding that well enough. At least that's all what makes sense to me. And there's all sorts of other things going on as well. Like Varrick, look, I really like Varrick. Obviously usually he's the one like pushing Korra to do these things that like we should or shouldn't do. I don't know. But Korra's the one who came and asked Varrick, you know, and Varrick is being like, I don't even know who to compare him to. You can't compare Varrick to anyone. He's his own character, but his presence in the show is greatly appreciated. And I like Bolin working with Varrick as well. Varrick is such an entrepreneur, you know, and I think Bolin could fit in with him very well as long as they don't do anything silly together. So I like what's going on with that. Tenzin as well. Now this was interesting. I was wondering towards the end of the episode if I maybe misread that situation, but it made sense to me in the moment that, you know, maybe Tenzin needs to understand that there are different teaching types because people learn differently, and that's potentially why he lost Korra, you know, to Unalaq, because Unalaq was promising something that Tenzin couldn't or hadn't given Korra at that point. But I'd like to think that's what that was doing. Like Milo, oh no, it makes sense that when he said I've created a monster. Now, I'm not going to unpack that so much as to say, you know, we're going to link that directly to, you know, Tenzin, you know, creating Korra like as a monster. Look at the decisions he's making now. Maybe that is what they were trying to do. But Tenzin teaching Milo to teach the same way that Tenzin teaches, that's a mouthful. And then seeing what Milo did with all the lemurs, I'm hoping is going to be eye-opening to Tenzin. And you can see the way Milo and Pokey were like naturally like doing well together. It doesn't have to be this whole over-rewarding thing or authoritarian thing. So I think I really like that as well. That's a nice, it wasn't a lot of the episode, but it felt pretty impactful to me. I wanted to mention, I did say during the episode, I was really happy there was no bad blood between Asami and Korra. I do remember one of the last things Asami said though about Korra was that she really did like Korra, but I really respect Asami for taking the high ground. It's not like they've had much of an interaction this season, the two of them, but there doesn't seem to be any bad blood, which is really cool, and I really appreciate that. In a world full of teenage characters making all of these crazy teenage decisions, I like that that's in there at the very least. And I think the last thing I was really intrigued about was I want Korra to get to the Fire Nation. So Iroh said his mother and grandfather, so clearly his grandfather is Zuko, his mother, so Zuko's daughter. I want to see that. I really want to see that. So they've kind of teased it. Now I just need it to happen. Every time I hear Iroh's voice, I just see Zuko, season 3 Zuko with all of his hair, and the twins as well going after Korra. Like I kind of like that, kind of symbolic of like, you know, the war is still going on. Like Unalaq's like, you know, he's still there coming after Korra. But I think that's it. I don't think I missed anything. I don't really like click and go back through the episodes as much as I used to, because I feel like I'm remembering things a lot more. But that's something I might try and start doing as we get more into the season. I'm really liking this season though. It's the fast pacedness for me, like I mentioned last episode, with the seasons being short and confined to their specific seasons. Like things happen really quickly. It keeps me really engaged, so I do appreciate that. Also, people were talking about the production quality being different in this season. I don't think that was any fault of Korra's, as in the show. I forget the specifics if people could remind me, but I don't know if they got enough funding for this season. It is noticeable. I don't mind a lot of the background shots that really blend into each other and really look like they're just painted in there. I actually kind of like that. But some of the individual shots you can see sometimes are lacking what season 1 had. Season 1's animation was really good. But I understand it does get better. But I think that's going to do it for this one. I feel pretty happy about that. I'm going to go straight into the next episode and see what happens with Korra and the spirit thing. So thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. Check out the Patreon if you're interested, and as always, please continue to leave your comments and feedback down below. You know I always appreciate it. We'll see you all in the next episode of The Legend of Korra.